for Season 3 versus Season 2. It's 2-1 for the Comeback Kings. Nomad and Midnight. Take it away.
In the middle lane, already the skirmish is brewing for the Season 2 champions, copying what Season 3 champions did on the first game. Masha is here on the top lane, stealing the red buff away from Season 2 champions, but Lusty on a very, very tight spot here. The damage, it's not enough. The sustain is there. Few is looking to take down the Hylos, but the flicker. Okay, Lusty with the Hylos with a flicker. That is interesting. And Kilowatt, meanwhile, on blue buff, trying to take more, trying to bite more than he can chew as he gets taken down while stealing the blue buff. He already had the red buff on their side, but he wanted more. Now it's gonna allow Season 2 champions to find what they were looking for before. Even though they didn't get the kill on the Hylos, they get a free kill on the blue buff. And Kimi is pushing on the top lane, utilizing the mage emblem rather than the jungle emblem. And they might find another kill here as Kilowatt on the Masha gets chased down under the turret. But Tet, break her out. Okay, almost falling low. But the main objective was the tower. The turrets is still alive here, and Flicker Out has been used as well on Desanya, and Few will be able to secure the turret unless Jay comes close to this tower defense. The damage is not enough, and the falling summon has been committed by Rio. Few, can he really get out? He is trying to run away from this Esmeralda, but they close the gap, and they're able to take down the Kimi. Double kill for the Esmeralda as he takes down the Atlas as well. Tet will be the next to fall. Looking at the game right now, I am without a co-caster as I can't hear Nomad yet. Might be facing some technical difficulties, but the game will still continue. Top lane, the tower is being pushed. Mind you, this is still a Masha. This is a very hard pushing lineup as well on the side of Season 3 champions. The gold lead has been equalized, although the Season 3 has gotten a 7-on gold lead against Season 2 champions. Stats once again caught very tight position, and the kill will be theirs on the side of Season 3 champions. I think that is on the Masha. 1-1-1 on Kilowatt, and Rio will be heading towards the opposite side of the map.
And this is exactly why I was telling you that the Season 3 champions had a better lineup. The reason why I'm favoring the Season 3 champions here over the Season 2 champs is because they're not solely going to be relying on Jeff Kitty Forever here on that Granger to dish out the damage. Masha will get taken out, but Masha can deal significant damage in a 1v1 duel, as well as Rio, who can just really thrive in prolonged team fights. And as I say that, there goes the Divine Judgment onto Tets, and Tets is going to go down. Jeff Cutie Forever is going to be forced to back off because of that Feathered Airstrike, but Rio is closing in onto Few. Few gets eliminated by the help of Lusty as well.
This is looking like the same storyline that Season 3 champion has dealt with Season 3, right? Winning the first game, losing the next two, and trying to take the game back. Kilowatt on the bottom lane, fighting 1 versus 1 against the Katakacha, and that is not a fight that you're gonna win for S on here. So Season 2 champions already losing the entirety of the map. Top lane Kimi is finding a hard time dealing with the pressure that Season 3 champion has been putting on this lane.
Man, and Few has a lot of check marks to get here in order for him to start hurting. One of them is that he needs to have space in order to push up, and that is what the Season 3 champions are not giving him at all. Jay does have the Divine Judgment available. He does connect the Divine Judgment onto Kimi, and Rio is going to be finishing the turret as well as him. There goes the knockup there, but it's not going to be enough to deter.
Ooh, the Stormon. Okay, it's dodged by Tet, but it does allow Season 3 champions to take more ground to the territory. Oh, the reset. The reset is there. Eson is trying to fight 1 versus 2 against the Granger and the Kaja. Without the Divine Judgment, he feels very safe. The jump is there, and there's no damage whatsoever that can come out from Jeff Kitty Forever to close the kill. But it does allow them to take the turtle very, very safely.
And that is going to be additional pushing power on the side of Jeff Kitty Forever there. And the Season 2 champions have yet to secure a turret. This is exactly what happened to them. Rio might be overstaying his welcome, though. He dived in towards the Tier 2 turret, and he is just going to be paying the price for that over-engagement.
Yeah. And right now, the gold lead is telling us that Season 3 champions, they do have the advantage. As Son, oh, not gonna survive that initial engagement, almost getting out, but the kill is still available for the Season 2 champions, taking the Masha down. Kilowash went with a 1v1 exchange, and I do think it still favors Season 3 champions because Jeff Cutie Forever, he is still farming his way up.
Yeah, he's on his way up there. And he's got a lot of space to work with. Lusty will just pop the Glorious Pathway at any time. Anybody who starts diving in to Jeff Cutie Forever will either get Divine Judgmented out of there, or Kilowash would just disarm whoever dives in. And it's really just Eson who's able to dive in, as well as Tets.
Yeah. But you know what? Season 3 champions, even though they get a good start, there are still problems that they're going to face in the mid game. Number one is the Atlas. You can't really fight full committal into the zero, and number two is your pushing capabilities. But Kimi has been taken down in the middle lane. This makes the team fight much easier for the Season 3 champs. And that's also will follow up with the Falling Stormman on the backlines. Desanya will be caught off guard. Fortunately for him, he is going to be able to get away. Kilowash on the bottom lane has been slain by the Gatot Kacha, but the overall win comes to Season 3 champ.
And now, this is a reflection of game number 1 with how the Season 3 champions played. And just, it's that way because Kilowash is just being very effective on the Masha. Quick replay there on what happened in the mid lane. Tets immediately deleted them no matter what they tried to do there, no matter what Yako tried to do.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to save Tets.
Season 3 champions, they need to maximize what they have right now. Once again, you're presented with the problem that it's very hard to push into a Farza and a Chango as they just clear the waves. But View has been taken out once again in 0-5-1. He had a good game on the previous game, but right now he is in a pickle. Really frustrated Kimi on this 4th game of the series.
Yeah, it's a 0-5-1 Kimi, which is a sign that your team is already losing, because a Kimi having a bad game is just a Kimi not online, and that is a good Fatal Links. But the rest of the Season 2 champion lineup is not there to follow through with it.
They're not poised to play against Season 3 champions at the moment, and this is what the pressure that Season 3 champions brought on earlier. And they're now feeling the result. It's impossible for Season 2 champions to actually find a decent team fight unless they are out of position for the Season 3 champion squad. Problem is, whenever they take objectives, they reset, they go back to farming, and once the timings are up once again, that is the only time that they fight. So Season 2 champions, they cannot cut a break. They cannot find the thing that they're looking for, which is a decent engagement.
Man, what's gonna be the callback here for the Season 2 champions? I feel like a good Lord tick is what the Season 2 champion needs in order to relieve a lot of the pressure here for the Season 3 champions. They cannot catch Jeff Cutie Forever, so might as well create opportunities for them to secure objectives in the other parts of the map, and that is a good Divine Judgment. That's not a right in the face. The ult's gonna be popped there by Eson. It's not gonna be impactful. It was also not connecting onto anybody. The maximum charge, the Fatal Links onto 4. This might be the comeback the Season 2 champions need. Gets a double there. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but it is a trade for the Tier 2 turn as well. So that still sees the Season 3 champions coming out on top of that.
Yeah, you know what? We were talking about how Season 2 champions can come back from the game. Oh, meanwhile, Rio gets the catch here on View, but he was pushed back by the flame shot. The mobility, the chase is there as he gets the kill on the Kimi. Very nice engage there by the Esmeralda. Rio finds the perfect opportunity, and Kilowash just takes down the Lord very easily. We were talking about how Season 2 champions can come back from the specific game. I think it's the late game. If this game drags to the later portion of the game, the Chango and the Forza will be able to dissuade Season 3 champions from taking the turrets easily. But with that play from Rio, it just swings back the favor once again to them. The pressure is once again alive.
A lot of pressure for that matter. There goes the Feathered Airstrike. Not really enough to deter any pushes here from Season 3 champions. and just poising themselves here in the top side so that they can prevent any sort of rotates onto Jeff Cutie Forever in the bottom lane as he walks with the Lord.
Yep, and this is a very big problem for the Season 2 champion. Fortunately for Pew, he already has the glowing one, which actually activates on the Lord. I don't know why that works, but they're gonna be able to clear the Lord very, very easily with both the ultimates of the Chango and the wave clear capability of Kibi. Look at the damage output from the Granger. One Death Sonata, the final bullet from the Sonata, already taking out half HP off the Kimi.
And compare that to the maximum charge that was brought to the minion waves, it's barely a scratch for them. It's a battle of attrition here at this point. Whoever's going to be standing out longer in the team fights might just come out on top. And I feel like if Essen can just time his ult properly to catch Jeff Cutie and Rio onto a fatal link.
Yeah. I think Season 3 champions, they're feeling that it's very hard to push into as far as a Kimi and a Chang'e comp. They just clear the wave so damn fast that you're not able to hit the tower like twice. That's the maximum amount that you can hit the tower for each hero. And the problem is, the only guy that can safely do that is the Granger. The Masha, once he goes in the front line, he will be caught off guard immediately by the heroes of Season 2 champions.
And all the lanes are now colored blue here for the Season 3 champions. All the lanes are in their priority. They have good space for the Lord that's going to be spawning in about a minute 30. Minute 40, I mean.
Again, Chango, very fast wave clearer, able to dissuade Season 3 champions from pushing. The way that I see it, this game ending, is Jay catching a hero off guard at the side of Season 2 champions. It might be the Chango, it might be the Farsa, whatever the choice is, it needs to happen. The Flicker and Divine Judgment get a catch inside the base of the Season 2 champion.
It's what it happened though. That's
there you go.
And they're gonna go for the catch. We were just talking about that. That's gonna be a reactive ult there by Essen as well. Not the best of ults. Already down to have HP. Rio is in the back lines, way behind enemy lines, going for the Falling Star Moon there. Kilowatt not gonna be having enough HP to tank out that turret, and I think Rio will manage to survive that.
And that's how it happens, ladies and gentlemen. Flicker in Divine Judgment and Season 3 champions, they feel like they can go in, they can push without the Kimi for Season 2 champions. Oh, Lusty with a very low health on the highest, but the sustain is still there. This is a very, very tanky target, and 2 turrets will immediately be taken out by the Season 3 champions. And it started out the right way. Jay, recognizing the opportunity, the perfect target was the Kimi.
Man, that could have been a good follow-up in the mid lane as soon as the turret go down, if it wasn't Essen that was caught in that Divine Judgment.
Yeah,
could have been it could have been a snowball actually. They could have just continued pushing in there. The Season 3 champions.
Lord is already up.
Yeah. Regardless of whatever the Season 2, whatever we say about the Season 2 champions here, the Season 3 champions, they have Lord priority.
Yeah,
and this is Luminous Lord too.
If they hold the title Comeback Kings, right? How do they deal with this Lord? Yes, you have 2 glowing ones. You can immediately clear up the HP of the Lord, but you're using resources meant to be dealt on the hero. So if they see you popping out those skills, those damage outputs, they will not hesitate to enter your base.
And the hesitation is, I think, what may just stop the Season 2 champions from getting this. Essen, if only he was more confident with his ultimate timing, he could have just knocked up a lot of people, and then that would be an opportunity for Tess to come in. Or if Tess was in position to go for the Fatal Links whenever Jay decides to go for Divine Judgment, could have turned things around. We saw that earlier on in the bottom lane when they were trying to defend the Tier 2 turret, that the Season 2 champions can defend against a full-on 5v5 fight. Their timing is just has to be on point. As I say that, Feathered Airstrike onto the Lord to dish out a lot of damage. Lord's no longer going to be a factor here.
Okay, Yaku is still yet to burn his ultimate. Rio has already used the Falling Storm with the push is still alive. Both silents are being shoved in. Kilowash on the Mashao on the backlands, getting the catch here on the far side. And the Kimi has been taken down by the Kaja as well. And the base is open. Season 2 champions, they need to place everything on the base. That's it! Oh my god, where's the damage output? Where's the follow-up? Esson once again using the ultimate to escape. It's not the best of the ultimates that you can get in Season 2 champions. This might be it, as Stats is the sole hero that is still alive. In Season 3 champions, they close out the victory, forcing the last game of the series.